And this is what the draw looks like. And up at the top of the draw, so you can see the winner of this might just face off against Tomoka Miyazaki, who's about to take to court on court 2, I can tell you. But Sim Yujin, Chen Yufei still in this part of the draw. And it's going to be a tough one in the quarters. So here comes Malvika Bansod. Left-hander.
Ratchanok Intanon, Thailand.
And of course the applause for Ratchanok Intanon, winner in 2013 and 2017. That's actually before the HSBC World Tour was set up. That was in 2018. So she hasn't actually won the Thailand Open in the World Tour era. Of course, before that it was the Super Series in slightly different format. And that was when, of course, she was one of the longest serving number ones. World number one in April 2016. It's got a career record of 508 wins, 242 losses. But you know what? I don't need to tell you about Ratchanok Intanon because she's such a legend. 2-0. And the last time, as you can see, was pretty comprehensive.
Black before red. Service. This side.
First Thai player to ever become world number one. But so relaxed, so good at moving around, and she's 30 years old now, but still really going through a very good patch of form. 23-year-old Malvika Bansod is going to learn a lesson, that's for sure, from Nagpur. She's up to 23 in the world now. It would be quite the headline if she could pull off a win against Ratchanok here. And it was Arin in 64 minutes. As you can see, it went to 3 games for her round 1. Tournament results. And her best result was a runner-up against Mia Blichfeldt at the Hilo Open last year. For Ratchanok, currently ranked 11, has been number 1, of course, for many months. And possibly, I mean, she is the reason, really, that you now have the likes of Busanan and Bongrumfan and Pornpui Chochuwong and well, we just saw Pitchamon as well. And that was her first result, 35 minutes, but it was the likes of Intanon. She's up there with the likes of Saina Nehwal and PV Sindhu in terms of setting alight the badminton community in her country. She's done so much for the sport. Her in singles, and of course Bunsak Ponsana did the same thing for men's singles. Ali Abdul Karim is our umpire. And that's Bert van Horenbeek.
Ready to play?
Service judge position.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, Ratchanok Intanon, Thailand. And on my left, Malvika Bansod, India. Ratchanok Intanon to serve, level, play. love.
Well, I'd expect to see a lot of that. She's such a good shot maker, Intanon.
Two, love.
Combine that with a couple of errors from Bansod, at least. And that's strictly from just being a younger player. And Intanon, the heavy favorite here.
Three, love. Four, love.
Well, this does, of course, pose a different situation now. How do you beat someone as experienced as Ratchanok Intanon? Well, you have to get your fundamentals, obviously, rock solid. And then on top of that, you have to try and break her out of a rhythm. And that's the tough part, because she's played the very best. In fact, half the time, she's beaten the very best. So not an easy proposition for the 23-year-old. I mean, you can sum it up and just say you have to play the best match of your life. Oh, that's a very nice touch of the net.
Service over. 1-5. Two, 5. Ratchanok Intanon challenges goal in.
So first challenge of the day. Oh, just out.
Correction.
Well spotted.
Service over.
Successful challenge from Intanon. She keeps her 2 challenges.
2, play.
And it is 6-2 on the scoreline. Oh, that's a great shot from Intanon. One of her signature moves.
7-2.
Good sparring. That's in. She's on point, Ratchanok.
8-2. Nine, 2. Ten, 2. 11.
So 11-2 at the
interval.
break. And no significant problems for Ratchanok so far.
Code 1, 20 seconds. Code 1, 20 seconds. On call. Eleven, 2, play.
Well, not really having to get out of first gear right now.
Malvika Bansod, challenge call out.
Another challenge coming from Malvika. She's going to have better luck with this one. Well, that's out.
Challenge unsuccessful. One challenge remaining. 11, 2, play. Twelve, 2. 13, 2.
13-2. And simple badminton mechanics needed for the former world number one. That was a much better shot from Malvika. Started to stretch Ratchanok. This is actually a good rally. Best one yet. Almost had her there. Oh, beautiful shot at the net.
Service over. 3,
Bansod beginning
13.
to find her feet in these rallies. Again, getting stuck in with the rally. Awkward clear for Ratchanok, who's under a lot more pressure. That's in. Oh, is it? There's a
Badminton Unlimited challenge score.
There's a bit of a bit of hesitation there from the line judge, who initially called it in and then went wide. And so Hawkeye is being used. And the fans add to the heartbeat with the drums. Can you believe it? That's in.
Correction.
Now that is well spotted indeed. But then I guess with Ratchanok, it's probably just a feeling. She knew that was in. 14-3. And things looking bleak, to say the least, for young Malvika Bansod.
Ratchanok Intanon challenge call out.
Oh, what's another challenge? She's kept all of her challenges so far. Let's see if she's right again. It's all about women's singles right now at the Nimbuk Stadium. Tomoka Miyazaki's on court 3. Pornpui Chochuong is on court 2. Ratchanok Intanon is on court 1. And that
Challenge
is out.
Unsuccessful.
So
One
first
challenge
wrong
remaining.
challenge.
Service over.
Well, I don't think it's going to trouble her too much.
14. Play.
By the way, Tomoka Miyazaki is currently 12-12 in game 1 against Tung Cho Tung. And Pornpui Chochuong is just 1 against Unati Huda, 21-14, 21-11. So Chochuong through to the quarterfinals, where she will face Yao Jiamin, who of course benefited earlier from a retirement from pink. Pitchamon Batniput. Ratchanok just controlling the action.
Six. 14. Seven. 14.
Good net play from Bansod. That's forced the error. And this is what I mean about
8,
getting
14.
inside Ratchanok's game and beginning to pull it apart. Better, much better. Beautiful net shot from Ratchanok.
Service over. 15. 8.
Block from Ratchanok. straight onto the attack. Oh, I think that's in. I don't think there's going to be a challenge coming.
16.
She's found her length very well. 16-8.
Thank you.
Good return from Bansod.
Full.
And that was very well placed.
Service over. Intanon. 9. 16.
Again, good return by Bansod. But what a reply from Ratchanok.
Service over. 17. 9.
Quick nod of the head. Happy with the length on that.
Thank you.
Well left.
Service over. 10. 17.
Well, credit to Malvika. She's done much better in these last few points.
11. 17.
Because the opening part of this game really was just one-sided, one-way traffic. But she stretched Ratchanok a little bit now. Still don't think it's going to be enough for her to overturn the former champion.
Service over. 18.
But it is good
11.
to see, as always, a good fight and some great sparring. Oh, what an incredible shot by Ratchanok.
19.
I mean,
11.
those shots are just so difficult to control anyway. Look at the ease at which she pulls it off. And a fault in the end from Malvika's racket. 19-11. Good variation from Ratchanok. And there's that shot again to give her 9 game points.
20. Game point. 11.
Another positive from Malvika's game is the fact that she hasn't dropped her head during any of this.
Badminton Unlimited challenge call out.
It's another Ratchanok challenge. But yes, Malvika has certainly steadily improved throughout this match, and that's all you can really ask for. Not that time.
Challenge unsuccessful. No challenge remaining. Service over. 12, 20, play.
Oh, such a great net shot. 21-12.
First game won by Ratchanok Intanon, 21-12. Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds. Second game, level, play.
So game two. Ratchanok now on the slightly better side of the courts. And seeing as how she won 21-12 on the nearer side. Let's see what she can do here. Should be able to open up. Oh, did well to cover the court there. And straight down the line as expected. It's going to be more of the same for Malvika.
Service over. 1 all. Two, 1.
Nice touch from Malvika.
Service over. 2 all.
Well, as you saw from the replay, Ratchanok wasn't 100% on that hold at the net. Left it a little bit high. That's on the line. So she's delivering from that better side of the court, as you'd expect. Well, what can Malvika do? She has been getting that little run of points she had at the end of the first game. Did come down to some great net play, where she just kept Ratchanok a little bit off position. But if she stays where she is now at the backcourt, and there is a chance she's going to get picked off with some of these long-range strikes from Intanon. Or as in that case, the lob over. Well, we've already had a couple of quarterfinalists from the women's singles today. Yao Jiamin from that retirement against her opponent Pink, and of course Pornpui Chochuang through.
Malvika Bansod challenge goal
Tomoka
out.
Miyazaki also looking like she might be on her way, but I'll update that to you later on. Right now, a challenge from Bansod. And that's out.
Challenge unsuccessful. One challenge remaining.
Well, she's got one challenge left,
5-2.
and she's now 5-2 down. High lift serve from Ratchanok, picks it up nicely, and not the second time.
Service over. 3-5.
No.
Four, 5.
So much closer in this second.
Service over. 6-4.
But as I said, she's going to have to do something extra special. That was ambitious from Malvika, but to beat a former world #1 who's also been a former double champion of this tournament, you're going to have to do something more than extra special. And right now, some of the fundamentals just letting it down a little. But credit to her effort. Power from Ratchanok right down the middle. 7-4.
4.
That's just gone wide. Again, that was good from Bansod in that
challenge goal out.
she made Ratchanok stretch just that little extra foot that put her off ground. I don't think she's going to be lucky enough with this challenge. That did look like it skipped out. But that's what you've got to do against Intanon. You've got to make her stretch and get her off her base position. And that is out. So
Challenge unsuccessful.
trying
No
her
challenge
best,
remaining.
but the world number 23
4. Play.
is finding it very hard. again, it's at the net that Malvika can win these points.
Service over.
That was a great little
5,
net shot.
8.
Now, of course, she can't just keep playing those net shots. She's going to have to vary it up a little bit, but she is doing much better here. Oh, well, there's nothing you can do about that.
Service over.
Ratchanok with the
9,
unplayable net shot,
5.
which is absolutely bang on the money. Look at the accuracy of that. It's been in a good run of form. The Indonesia Masters
10.
this
5.
year. Now it's the first Super 500, so she's looking to make it 2 wins out of 2 at Super 500 level this year. And of course the Arctic Open last year was her big win. Oh, rolled off the top of the net for what seemed like an eternity.
6. 10.
But ultimately fell back towards her.
Service over.
11-6.
6. Interval. Code 1, 20 seconds. Code 1, 20 seconds. Thank you. On code. Eleven, 6. Play.
So 11-6, and Ratchanok, as she watches that sail out of the backcourt, is well on course here.
6.
As they say in maritime circles, 7 bells, and all is well. And she's pinging these tram lines
13,
with
6.
some very impressive accuracy. As you can see, the Unlimited Stadium filling up with fans. It's only day 3, remember. And there have been some casualties already. Zhang Zhenbang and Wei Yazin in the mixed doubles. That was first round for them. No Li Zijia, defending champion for the men's singles. No Satwik and Cherag, of course. That was good from Bansod.
Service over.
And no
7,
defending champion in the women's doubles.
13.
Kitty Tarakul and Prajongjai now retired. So that is a vacated title. And as I said, it's Supanida Ketong who could become the first local singles player to win back-to-back women's singles editions. That's out. 14-7.
Service over. 14, 7.
Well, it's got to be frustrating for any young player to play one of these top ladies in the division. But credit to Bansod, she's really got her head down and tried to work some good moves. Just hasn't paid off on the day. And there is an air of inevitability now about this scoreline, as Ratchanok in almost total control. That's out 2.
15, 7. 7.
Oh, nice pick up by Ratchanok. That was actually a good rally.
Service over. 8-15.
Well, she's been improving so much, Malvika, that you just think that if she could somehow force a third game, there might be some very good play from her, but I just don't think she's going to get there with the way Intanon is playing.
Service over. 16-8. Quick.
So Ratchanok looks like our next women's singles quarterfinalist. Tomoka Miyazaki is 11-6 up in the second game on court 3. So she's well on her way to the quarters as well. As I said, Yao Jiamin and Pornpuri Chochuong already qualified for the last 8. Big match happening later on between Chen Yufei and Sim Yu Jin. That's also going to be one to watch out for. Well, that's very wide from Ratchanok, but she didn't really have much of a choice in terms of shot options.
9-16.
Oh, beautiful touch. Absolutely beautiful combination.
17-9.
There's just nothing you can do about that. That's unplayable. And that's what really makes the difference. It's very highly competitive women's singles division. Now that was great from Malvika. You saw that she got Intanon off balance,
18,
but Ratchanok still managed to get to it. Right here, she was off balance, but she moves in and still manages to take up the slack with the arm and plug it.
Thank you.
18-9. Short serve from Ratchanok. Again, nice combination from Malvika Bansod.
10-18.
That's what I meant about her getting incrementally better. That was a very well controlled point from the serve. But she's a long way back from here when you're 18-10 down in the second. No look 360 return from Intanon. Oh, that's great. That's fantastic. 19-10.
Service over. 19-10.
Good shout from Malvika Bansod. They've been on court for 40 minutes, and that is indicative of a nice rally-based match, even if it is in straight games. So the scoreline not quite reflective of the effort that Malvika's put in. Nice touch from Intanon. Again, it's that
Service over.
dipping drop shot
11,
from backcourt.
19.
That's been the only one that's really worked for Malvika. She can't make any mistakes from now. Oh, that was a gorgeous shot.
12, 19. Thirteen, 19.
So 13-19 and a chance. Oh, she's left that very wide. Well,
14,
maybe it's complacency.
19.
Just a little lack of focus from Intanon. Remember, looking for her third Thailand Open title after 2013 and 2017 wins.
Fifteen, 19.
And much like the first game, she's now allowing Bansod back in. Uncharacteristic mistake
16,
from Intanon.
19.
She's been playing perfect net shots, and all of a sudden misses an absolute sitter. Well, Malvika trying to play into the front court because that's where she's been winning points. Just needs to watch that she doesn't get caught out on the flanks. Oh, yes. So 4 match
Service over.
points.
20, match point, 16. Thank you. Intanon.
And that's the shot that wins it. And it's clinical from Intanon, 21-12, 21-16 in 44 minutes. And she is through to the quarterfinals.
Match won by
And there is
Intanon.
May's sleeping
21,
match
16.
celebration. But good all-round performance, even though it was against a weaker opponent. And there is sleeping, but one eye open. 21-12, 21-16, and Ratchanok Intanon makes it to the quarters. Coming up next, it's the women's doubles. The Aimsod sisters against Chen Xin Chen and Wang Tingay.
Hello and a very warm welcome to you this afternoon. If you've just joined us here at the Nimibut Stadium, this is the HSBC BWF Thailand Open, a Super 500, as we enter the mid part of the year here on court 1. We move to women's doubles next. It's the Yamsaad sisters, Benyapa and Nuntakan of Thailand playing